Listen to the drum sound. It's revived. It was sound first night like this. Your father left without a living a word.
Father,
After it Al-Fitr, after I prayer and forgive his sins.
why do you still remember that past? Remember people who forgotten us, Mom?
I feel that he still remember us now.
Where's Mintarsi, Mom?
Mintarsi come out earlier to the living stages.
Mintarsi still takes the tailoring fee, Mom? Shouldn't she not have worked hard now?
It's okay, Nati, because when she gets married later, her talent will be in fine later.
Actually, you want to say that my income is not enough to pay for our family's meal, right? How about that proposal, Mom?
Mintarsi doesn't seem to want to have husbands yet, Nati. But the boy's parents, he continues to praise me.
What's wrong, Mom? They have lots of money.
Money, Nati.
I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't mean want to sell my own sister. I became a mercenary. Maybe because of this life is full of suffering.
Your father was a wealthy man who owned a lot of land and work. A luxury when we married first. But then, the fruit fell. Because money, Nati. No, Nati, no. I don't want to be hit twice. I don't want your sister married a wealthy man. It's enough for me. Let her life simple. Mintarsi must be married a virtuous man. She must be.
But if she could, she can get both at once, Mom. There is good and wisdom.
Where you can find it, Nati. Your younger sister Mintarsi is just an ordinary girl. Especially now that we are in difficult situation. We don't have money at home.
This awful is because of father, Mom. Will Mintarsi must suffer too. Since you heard, Mintarsi has felt the bitterness of life. But we have to overcome this difficulty, Mom. We have to fix it. This is my duty as the elder sister. I have to try harder. If I had $2 million money,
For Mintarsi wedding, 500,000 rupiah is enough, Nati. After Mintarsi, Your turn will come, Nardi.
I got married, Mom. I cannot think of fun for myself right now. Before my siblings are happy, and you will be happy for my work right now.
If you happy, I am happy, Nardi. Because my husband's wife is not really good. And people say that happiness will come down to their children. On the first night, I didn't know what to do. But
Why am I taking so long to come home, Mom?
maybe she had a lot to do, Nardi. She said that next month she will raise her salary.
Is it true, Mom? My mom is really smart and has a thin brain. But we don't have money to pay for further tuition fees. But if she's willing to work hard, of course, she will become a valuable person in society, Mom.
Nardi, who is that boy? That I often go cycling with you.
He just work mad, Mom.
But I think he really deserves you, Nardi. Although I don't think he is a lonely person like us. But if you like him,
Why think about getting married now, Mom? Maybe if it's 10 years, when it's done.
but if Mintarsi is married, you also have two, Nardi. You're the order. On the first night, when he left, I hope you are my daughters. I lost my mind.
Never mind, Mom. Why think that past anymore?
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Hello, Usmar.
No.
Little Snow Raymond, where did your beetle pass?
Working late, Mom. This evening, I broke the fast with a friend at office. But never mind, it's for Mintarsi wedding letter. Oh, where is she, Mom?
The difference teaches my mom.
Naughty, there is strangers here. This morning, I met an old man who looked just like Father Naughty.
Really?
Yeah, when Mr. Tirta was shopping at the central level, he suddenly met an old man about 60 years old. He said the old man like Raden sunlight, but that person disappeared in the road.
It's impossible if he is here.
I also thought he passed away or left the country. It had been 20 years since he had gone on the first night.
Oh. Someone said he was in Singapore, Mom.
It was 10 years ago. People say he had a large job there. And his life in luxuries.
Yes, but his child ate the mood.
But then, there was no more news about your father. Especially after the war like me. Where can we ask?
So, how about Father, Mom?
When he was young, he didn't like studying. Unlike you, he prefers to be extravagant. Your father was highly respected by people. He likes some money here and there. And there is...
How many holidays do you get, Mom?
Oh, it's 2 days, Naughty.
Oh, I forgot. There was food I haven't prepared.
What, Naughty?
When did Mr. Tirta meet the old man, Mom?
Yesterday at afternoon about 7:30. Why?
How are the clothes?
He said his clothes was tattered and his cap was almost white, Naughty. Really? Yeah. But do you still remember about Father Narti?
I cannot remember my father.
You should have remembered because you were 8 years old that time. Father. Oh, I cannot remember anymore. Mr. Tirto had many questions about Father Napi.
Yes. People say your father was a very kind heart. If he were here now, in this house, tomorrow it's a art theater. Of course, he can have fun with his kids.
Mintarsi should be home by now. What time is it now?
I don't know. But Narti, there is more strange news. This morning, I met an Indian. He taught me Urdu, and I gave Indonesian lesson to him.
That's great, my moon. You have to find a lot of knowledge as much as possible. Don't be like me, just a low school graduate. But you, my moon, who is quite high school, work as hard as you can. I trust you can certainly fulfill the demand of this day and age.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Have you prepared fasting out?
We were waiting for you, but it took a long time.
What do you see outside in Tarsi?
When I passed there, Narti, listen first.
Yes, I heard you.
There's an old man at the end of this road. From the bridge there, look at our house. Seems like a baker.
Old man, how about did it?
It's really dark, so it's not obvious. But this look tall and has brown skin with still gray hair.
Oh. Let me see, Darcy.
Who is it, Moon?
Nobody inside.
On the night, he passed the pace.
Maybe, Mom, just forget that past.
When we were both young, we were very compassionate, as bad as your father. There are also many memories that I cannot forget. Dear, maybe he come back anymore.
Assalamualaikum. Is it Mrs. Soleh's house?
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam. Mom, he is the old man that I saw in the bridge.
Old man.
Astagfirullah.
Tina? Are you Tina?
Are you Saleh? You have changed a lot, Saleh.
Yes, I changed Tina. 20 years of divorce changed my face.
My daughters, your father come home.
Father,
Those are all the children.
Yes, these are all your children. Already bigger than his father. Come and sit down, Saleh.
Can I sit down?
Of course you can, Saleh.
Father, I'm Maini.
Minu,
Yeah, Father.
you're big sister now, dear. When I went first, you're very young. You're like us till we, and you can stand again. And who is this boy?
I'm Tarsi, Father.
I heard from father I had another child. Princess, you're beautiful, Minarsi, and your mother is special. I'm so glad. I don't know what to do.
I I don't know where to start talking. The kids are all grown up like this. I think this is the greatest happiness.
Yes, apparently my daughters can grow up too, even though not with their father.
There are smart people here. Gunnar work for a weaving company, and my boy never take over to do class. Each time comes first in the test. No, they have our income. And Nintasi, just help me see you.
Mom, I'm just helping.
Almost 10 years, I was the head of a company in Singapore. But unfortunately, the shop outgrew down. Stocks plummet. And nothing I do is perfect anymore. But I'm getting old. We're alive. My family. My wife's children drawing me back, expecting my love. I miss you all. Do you give your father a glass of water, Narti? Only you needs to speak.
Narti, Narti, your father spoke it. You should be happy, dear. Father so have seen his children who had not seen him for a long time.
If Narti doesn't want you, you are my lady.
Yeah, Father.
Maimun, when do you have a father?
Narti,
We don't have a father. When do we have a father?
Gunarti, why did you say that?
We don't have a father, I say. If we have a father, why we should work hard all this time? Become slave people. We grew up in a state of misery. And you, Maimun? Did you forget when you cried at the law school first? And you go to school in torn clothes and pets here and there? It's all happened because we don't have a father. If we have a father, why are our lives in poverty all this time?
But Narti, Mother has already forgiven him. Why don't we?
When I was child, I cried in mother's lap because of hunger, cold, and illness. And mother always said, "This all is your father's fault." Then I became a slave. And mother became a maid washing dirty clothes people. But I'm trying to work as hard as I can. I prove that I can feed my family. Well, people who leave their children in a miserable state. But I can be a precious person, even though I don't know father affection. He flees with a strong woman who then drags him into the valley of April. He forgot his wife and his daughters. Well, our childhood was really painful. So, if we have a father, then he is my greatest enemy.
Narti,
Narti, look. Father is like the snow. He is very old, Narti. Don't you feel sorry for him?
Maimun, it's true that you often say the praise father to this meaningless person. Just because an old man came into this house and he said that he's our father, even though we don't know him. Absolutely not, Maimun. Now open your eyes.
But Narti, we are still his flesh and blood. We are still his daughter who must take care of him, Narti.
So do you mean this is our duty? After the let go of his lust everywhere, then he comes back here again because he is old and we have to take care of him? Really awesome.
Gunarti, how could you say that your father, your real father?
Real father? It's true that Gunarti had a father, but he passed away 20 years ago. Now Gunarti is Gunarti, who was formed by Gunarti herself. I have never been indebted to anyone on this earth. I am free, Mom.
I admit that I sinned at first. And that's why I'm back today in my old age to correct my mistake and sins. Well, but I was wrong. Your word is alright, Narti. I'm an old man, and I don't deserve wanted to be here anymore. Okay, I'll go. But do you know Narti who said my heart feels? I was once respected, a rich man who had millions of dollars. Now cast out as a beggar by daughter of his own. But let it be as deep as I fall into misery. I will not disturb you anymore.
Wait, Father. If she doesn't want to accept you, I will accept you.
My
I
mom,
don't care what happened.
have you ever received help from a parent like this? I've received slaps, kicks, and punch from him in the past. But even as it, I've never received anything from him.
Don't be so harsh now.
Don't you defend him. Remember who raised you. You forgot. I'm the one who financed you all this time from my income as a collier like this.
You hurt Mom, Narti.
You also joined in defending him. As for you, Mother also acted being your parent all this time. Well, take care of that person if you love him. But never mind for the sake of happiness of my sister. Don't suffer like her. You should not feel the bitterness of life.
I understand. For me, there's no turning back. If I come back, I will only disturb the happiness of my child. Just let me go. This is the best way. There's no turning back.
Father,
Son,
do you have money? Have you eaten? Where are you going now?
Roadside or on the river, I'm just bigger now. I should be ashamed to enter this house as I left first. It's been 3 days I've been standing in front of it. But I'm ashamed actually coming here.
No, Father, please. Salah. No.
I'm old. And
Salah. No, Father. Father, please. No.
in the night of the past, he went and come to go back. Sasti, of your mother, my daughters.
Narti, how about you? Can't you forgive our father? Tomorrow's the day of Eid al-Fitr. You should forgive each other. My sister, don't you feel sorry for him? He is already old. Where will he go, Narti? There is no pity. There is no sense of responsibility to our young siblings who are not still our father. In a heavy like this, you told him to go. He's our father, Narti. Our father.
Don't you look at me as the accused. Why are you just blaming me? I've lost all that faith. Now you have to choose him or me.
What? No! I will tell my father! Don't get what you want to do. If you need to, just kill me! My father is home! My father has to come home, nothing! Mom,